Yes.
Can you people hear me? Am I audible, visible?
Yes, Cynthia.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. So good morning, Toastmasters. I would like to hear it from all of you also. Good morning,
Good
Toastmasters.
morning.
Good
Good morning,
morning.
Toastmasters.
Okay. So welcome to the 399th chapter meeting of Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. I am Toastmaster Insia, the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I am a counselor in remedial education by profession. Uh, Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest provides a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, we are going to just go through some basic rules of this meeting. First, please turn off your cell phones or set them on silent mode if you're not using it to join the call. And also, I would request everybody in the offline mode to turn off or make it on the silent. Please mute your microphone unless instructed by the Toastmaster of the day. Please keep your video on unless you have the issue with bandwidth. Microphone and video options are in the bottom left corner of the Zoom window. Do not share your screen unless it is instructed by the Toastmaster of the day. Kindly refrain from any movements that distract the speaker. In case you need to move, please turn off your video in advance. You can use the emojis, thumbs up, claps to react throughout the meeting. Example during transfer of control, in use of word of the day and phrase of the day, emojis and thumbs ups are in the below panel. In offline mode, you can use claps as the mode of expression. For role players and especially for speakers, it is advised to pin the timer window so that they can see the timer throughout the meeting. When you begin speaking, the correct protocol that you need to follow is good morning, madam, or good morning, president, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. Maintain a broad smile throughout the meeting is the most important rule that needs to be followed. Now, I would like to begin the round of introduction. Do we have any guests? So I would like
Yes,
them to introduce themselves by
yes,
their name
Cynthia.
and their profession.
Yes, Cynthia, we do have some guests. Come over.
Yes.
Come over. Come on the stage. Please tell us your name, profession, and something about you.
Do I have to again start with good morning, President?
That's a big. Just
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am Sendil Kumar. I am a software engineer by profession, and I'm very much interested in listening to everyone talk about cricket because that's one sport that I don't know much about. I am an avid football and Formula One follower. Thank you.
Welcome. Do we have any other guests?
Yes, yes, Cynthia, we have a few guests today.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Abhishek Verma. I'm pursuing BTech from Symbiosis International University. And the reason for which I joined Toastmasters is because it is the greatest platform where you can enhance your public speaking skill. And second of all, it's a platform where you are given feedback for the speech that you have spoken. So all in all, it's one of the best platform for which I've joined. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Mansi Joshi, and by profession, I'm a software engineer. And reason to join Toastmaster is I just wanted to explore the club where we can have an intellectual conversation with everyone, with like-minded people. So that's it.
Welcome. Do we have any more in offline mode? Yes, okay.
So yeah, good morning everyone. My name is Syed Aman Shah. I am currently pursuing bachelor's degree in computer science and engineering from DYPIU. I'm in second year, and the reason for joining the Toastmasters club was is to enhance my public speaking skills and to enhance my leadership qualities. That's all.
Hello, my name is Akash and I'm from Uttar Pradesh. I'm working in a Schindler India Private Limited, and the reason for joining this Toastmaster Club because I want to improve my speaking skill. That's thank you.
Yes, Cynthia, those were all the guests we have from offline mode. Do we have any guests on the online mode?
Yeah, I think Pallavi, is Pallavi a guest?
No. Pallavi
No.
is our member.
Pallavi is a new member. She joined our club recently.
Okay. Anybody else? I think from online mode, do we have any
Yes,
guests?
we have one more guest here today. So can you please come and tell your name and profession?
Hi, I'm Avinash Pandre and I'm a software developer. So today I thought that after lockdown my office started. So I was a bit active in Toastmaster before, but I thought like why not go and visit the members in person and experience what it was like before. So yeah, that's why I decided to visit this.
Thank you. Welcome to the club.
Okay.
Cynthia, that's all the guests we have on the offline mode.
Okay. So we firstly welcome all the guests today, and I hope that we make sure that you enjoy today's meeting. Now, let me introduce you all to the Toastmaster of the day for today. Toastmaster of the day is someone who will be a host. I would request you all to pay attention to him to ensure that you understand the meeting format. Today's Toastmaster of the day is a person who is a very enthusiastic speaker, and he has taken all the roles, whatever roles that he has taken up till now, he has done up with all the enthusiasm and perfection. And I would now hand over the control to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aneesh, to take forward. Thank you. We can't hear you.
Insa, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, welcome to another meeting of fun and excitement and learning at 399th club meeting of Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. So today, before we start this meeting, I have a question for all of you. How many of you like cricket? Can you raise your hands? Well, quite a few, quite a few. On the online mode, can you raise your hands? How many of you like cricket? Well, quite a few. So when I said the word cricket, I see everyone's eyes were lit up. So that tells us that cricket, it's not just a game in India. It's more than that. It's an emotion. Now, let us get back. Why is cricket the way it is in India? And why do we Indians love cricket so much? What is it about this game that we are so passionate about it? What is it about this game that unites us? What is it about this game that helps us to stop everything and just focus on this one game? Well, cricket was born on 25th June 1983. Well, that is not the day when cricket was actually born. Cricket has been played for centuries. Since 1300s, cricket was played. And in India, the early history of cricket being played was some 100 years ago, a century back. But I still say that cricket was born in 1983 is because that is the day when India won the Cricket World Cup. Why was that such a significant event? Was India not playing cricket before? India was. But that one accident, I'm calling it an accident because that's how the world calls it. India winning the World Cup final, the odds that were stacked against India were 1 to 66. There was no chance, no one had given any thought that India might win the World Cup. But something that was unexpected happened and India won the World Cup. What happened after India won the World Cup? Suddenly, Indians' perspective towards game changed. All the Indians, they were focused on their radios. They were focused on their TV sets whenever India was playing. We started playing cricket matches a lot. Before that, we used to play cricket matches. It was a game. But after that, it became more than a game. Why is that so? That one cricket win, that one accident, which the world calls, was the reason when we started believing in ourselves. Before that, India had got independence, but India was not there on world stage. That one win ignited a passion, ignited a feeling that we Indians can do anything, we Indians can achieve anything. Thus started our love for cricket. The next decade of cricket was quite a spicy one. There were a few scandals, there were a few wins, there were a few losses, but cricket was not the same anymore. A few years down the line, 15 years later, another accident happened. India by then was doing well in cricket. India was a leader, not in terms of points table or not in terms of ICC rankings, but in terms of cricket, the sport being penetrated all over the country. It was leading it. We were crazy about our cricketers. Our cricketers had become gods. We used to worship them. And we started saying that cricket in India is not just a game, it's a religion. And Sachin is our god. Well, many such gods and many such heroes were born. But in 2007, when India was forced to play the T20 World Cup, we discounted. We said that T20 is not a format. It's not a cup of tea. We don't really like it. The ICC members forced us to play that game by the margin of 7-1. 7 people compelled us to play. We sent our not so great, not our first choice cricketers to play that World Cup. And again, another accident happened. It was last ball. Joginder Sharma, someone which we haven't heard of before that World Cup, was bowling the last over. He was not known for his fast bowling, which worked out in his advantage. He bowled the last ball, Misbah-ul Haq, misjudged it, and he thought that ball is going to be fast, but turned out that was a slow ball. He nicked the ball back towards fine leg, and suddenly ball was in the air, and Srishant took it, and India won the Cricket World Cup. Well, that was another start of something new. That moment, India realized that, come on, we can also play T20. We are here for this. And thus began the new era of cricket, the T20 cricket. Even before a ball was bowled, the Indian Cricket Board earned $1.2 billion from IPL. Well, that tells us how great cricket can be. Before that, India, for others, was a filthy place. India was a dirty place. But after IPL was started, everyone wanted to play in India. Everyone said, India is amazing. We like to play in India. We love India. Why did that happen? Well, money followed. And money followed because we love cricket so much. Cricket has given India a lot. In terms of country, we have changed. We started believing in ourselves that we can do anything at world stage. And similarly, India has also given a lot to cricket. This game has changed not just our country, but has also affected our lives. Today's theme is about cricket and how cricket has impacted our lives. So let's start off with our president's address. I now call upon the referee of the game, or let's say the captain of the team, not the referee, the captain of our Pune Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Abhishek. Before he starts his address, let me tell you something about our captain today. Our captain is engineer by profession. He likes coding, reading, and swimming. So let's give a big round of applause and welcome our captain, our president of the club, Toastmaster Abhishek.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Day. That was a really nice explanation of the topic. Thank you so much, and thank you for introducing me as well. As we all know, cricket is a culture in our country. Even if you see on the street, people from different age, they will you can see them playing. After football, cricket is one of the most popular game in the world as well, because so many different countries plays it, and India is a huge population as well. In fact, millions of people sit on in front of the screen and they see the thrilling experience of what will happen in the future. There are some things that united our country, not only our country, but the culture, the ethnicity, different demographic, the age group, the financial differences. It combines all of them, and cricket is one of them. I think there are multiple reasons why cricket is so popular in India. I think one of them is easiness to learn. You don't need to think that much to learn cricket. Obviously, there are some equipment that we need to get. For example, we need bat and ball, but creativity of our Indians, we all know, is really great. We can play with a simple stick or simple ball. This makes it easy for everyone to come to play this game. And you can see that on the street, people are playing, for starting from some small children to adults. They are well versed with it. Not only that, as cricket has become so much popular in our country, it has become a part of our culture. And there are so many training institutes as well that teaches us how we can improve ourselves in terms of playing the sports. And learning a skill more always help us to get attracted to that particular skills. For now, it is the cricket. Also, it is very good for business and politics as well. In 1983, when or even during different cricket matches, our government promoted television so that people will use it more to watch cricket. And this is one of the examples where politics also helped. Politics was used in cricket, and it helped us to improve the country, as well as the business. Business people know how much important the cricket is. They sell the product, or they promote themselves in cricket using the advertisement. In fact, many of our cricket players come on the different advertisement and promote different products. So this is also help them financially. There are multiple reasons for because of why cricket has become so much popular. And in fact, if I look back to my childhood, then definitely not only we friends, people from different area come together and play. This help to improve the team spirit, definitely improve individuals. At the same time, as we know, our country is closed grip culture, and we get to know and meet people from different background, different culture. We get to meet different people, and this is very fantastic. Also, we can learn a lot from cricket. This is what I think. First, definitely fitness. For cricket, we need to fit ourselves, we need to do exercises, and also we need to do deliberate practice to learn a particular skill. Whether it is bowling or doing batting, we do deliberate practice to learn it. Not only that, it helps us to improve our team spirit. In the match, you can see there are some people who are very skillful, some are new. Here we have to go together, we have to plan. We have to understand what are the strength and weakness of each player. And based on that, we have to make a strategy so that our team can win. And these small skills that we learn in the sport actually help us a lot in our real life when we go out on the stage, when we need to inspire others and when we need to learn from our senior members. And I think Toastmasters is also a similar place for this, where we are learning from our senior. So I think not only cricket, but all the sports is important for us. And every game, every interaction, every team spirit, it helps us to grow. But let us hear from our other members and Toastmasters today what his think is, what his thoughts are. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, for that wonderful address. I'm sure fitness is something which we have definitely become serious after cricket and watching our players. So definitely one point that we all would agree. So now let's move on to the meeting. So for benefit of our guest, our meeting is divided into two sections. First section is let's call it as first innings and second innings, like we have it in a cricket match. The first innings will be our prepared speeches, wherein our fellow Toastmasters will prepare their speeches according to their project, according to their plans, and then those speeches will be evaluated by an evaluator. That will be the first part, and the second part will be impromptu speaking. We'll come to that in a bit. Now, like we have evaluators for each speech, we have evaluators for this entire meeting. For today's sake, let's call that evaluator as referee. Now, let me call upon our referee of today's match. So our referee is engineer by profession, and he likes to listen metal music, and he is also magician by passion. His favorite player is S. Srishant. So let's give a big round of applause to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
Mayur, we are not able to hear you.
Pradeep, is it good?
Yes.
Thank you. I hope I'm audible now. So, greetings all, Mr. President. We are very fortunate enough to have our area director, Toastmaster Dinesh here. So please give a round of applause and greet Toastmaster Dinesh to our welcome to Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. So fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, welcome all of you to our 399 chapter meeting. So as a general evaluator, my responsibility is to evaluate each and every role player, including evaluators as well, and general how the meeting room and all those, how we perform throughout the meeting. So it will be my responsibility. So to help me, I have a team. And when I say team, of course, there will be a new debutant, there will be experienced players. So that sort of team I have, and I have named my team as a tag. So tag is the name of my team, and tag stands for timer, R counter, and grammarian. So I would like to invite my team. So let's start with the timer. So timer is a debutant who has recently joined Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. By profession, he is a sales manager, and if I have to talk about his hobbies, then he loves
Audio gone.
You are not audible.
Mayur, you are not. Hello. Mayur, the voice is not coming.
Good morning. Am I audible?
Okay. Yes, yes.
Am I audible? Am I visible? Good morning, President, fellow Toastmasters, guest. My name is Rohan. I am playing timer's role today. So as it is said, take care of time and hour will take care of themselves. My duty as a timer is to keep track of every minute of this meeting and to note the timing of every speaker, including evaluators, prepared speeches, table topic speakers, and all the role players. So I will be flashing the
You're not audible. You're not audible. Excuse.
Okay. Is it audible now?
Yes, yes. Now yes.
Okay, sorry for this interruption over here. I will just introduce the timing.
Again, not audible.
Please check your mic.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
The voice is on.
So timing for the speakers are as follows. Prepared speech 5 to 7 minutes. Fifth minute I will be flashing the green card. Sixth minute I will be flashing yellow card. Seventh minute the red card. A grace period of 30 seconds will be given for every speaker. For table topic, our timing will be 1 to 2. So at 1 minute I will be flashing green card. At 1.3 I will be flashing yellow card. At second minute I will be flashing red card. For evaluators the timing will be 2 to 3 minutes. Green card at 2.3, yellow card and red card will flash at 3. The speakers will be disqualified if he or she speaks less than the time shown in the green. So thank you.
Thank you, Rohan. I have a question before you go. So since we're talking about cricket and Sachin is your favorite, the god of cricket is your favorite player, do you have any specific, your favorite cricket memory you would like to share with everyone?
The special memory that everyone, not myself, might think everyone will be having in the mind when Sachin first entered the pitch and it was his first test match. So he had the bowlers in the name of Wakar Yunis, Wasim Akram. No Indian cricket batsman was able to face them. And the 16-year-old boy was facing Wasim Akram. A bouncer from him hit at his nose and he was bleeding. Kapil Dev was at the other end. He asked him to retire hurt, but he said one words, "Main khelega," and he played that, and he made good runs. I just can't recall how much he made, but that was a turning point for the Sachin, and I will never forget those things.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, the tag team, the first part of tag team, that is T, timer, is done. I also like to call them as 3 umpires in a cricket match. So we just got introduced to our first umpire. Now let me call upon the second umpire, the A part, that is the R counter. So for the role of R counter, we have someone who is a BCA student who likes reading, likes playing cricket, chess, and solving Rubik's cubes. And his favorite player is Virat Kohli. So let me call upon Toastmaster Gangadhar.
Hi, my name is Gangadhar. My dear Toastmaster and guest, very good morning to you, all of you. And I'm happy to be a counter for today's meeting. And a counter work is to note down filler sounds or overused words like you know, so, and etc. Due to overuse of filler sounds, your speech or conversation makes more lengthy and less interesting to listen. That's why the main purpose of this counter is to make sure your speech and conversation make more fluently and more interesting to listen. I hope all speakers and evaluator, all the members will speak, will use less filler sounds, and at the end of the meeting, I will share my report. And best of luck to all.
Thank you, Gangadhar, for that lovely introduction of your role. Now, again, the same question for you. What is your favorite cricket memory?
About player or
You can talk about any player, you can talk about any moment where you like cricket and then you felt that cricket is amazing. Any such moment?
there are so many moments. If I'm talking about my favorite player or memory, then Virat Kohli is my favorite player. And if in year 2016, I have grown up so much. I used to watch cricket regularly that time. And in 2016, Virat Kohli was playing in IPL. I think he has his finger, I think finger or something has stitches, and he has played. And in that match was 15 overs, and he has scored 100 runs. That was the memorable moment for me, and love for cricket of passion was there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, we can see cricket is not just about game, it is also inspiring our Toastmasters. Now, we have a third umpire. Third umpire is our grammarian. So to play the role of grammarian, we have someone who is assistant manager of supplier quality. He likes to listen music and watch movies. His favorite player is MS Dhoni. So let me call upon Pradeep Kumar as our grammarian for the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day.
Pradeep, you're not audible.
Hello?
You're on mute.
No, it's audible. It's audible.
Yes, it's audible now.
Yeah, thank you, General. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aneesh, for such a nice introduction. So, good morning, Toastmaster dignitaries, Mr. President, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. I am Toastmaster Pradeep. I am playing today role of grammarian. The purpose of the language evaluator to note down the good uses as well as the poor uses of the English language used in this meeting and provide their correct uses and correct meaning. So hereafter, I would like to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day I have chosen, it's similar to our theme, like googly, and off break in a cricket with leg break action. So you might have heard this word so many times. If somebody is promising you something but he is not coming on the time, then you will tell you have played a googly with me, like that. So I would like to give one example for that. John Smith was deceived by Mustaq Ahmad's googly. Malinga has bowled a ball that was a googly. These are the examples. And hereafter, I would also like to introduce the phrase of the day. It's also accompanying with our theme like cricket. So chirpy as a cricket, that means it's a very cheerful or lively person. So I can give one example in our team itself. Toastmaster Aneesh is always as chirpy as a cricket. So he always energetic always. So hereafter, I would like to request from the audience to try the word of the day and the phrase of the day. Voluntarily, you can try this word of the day and the phrase of the day.
Anyone over here would like to try? The word of the day is googly and phrase of the day is chirpy as cricket. Pradeep, can you mute? Yep. Yep. Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So word of the day is googly and phrase of the day is chirpy. Chirpy as cricket. So can anyone or would anyone like to try word of the day and phrase of the day in a sentence? Anyone over here? Yeah, sure.
My wife is always good at throwing googlies at me, no matter what I do, how good or bad I am. And I see that chirpy smile. She gets chirpy as a cricket when she see me falling to all her googlies all the time.
Wonderful. Thank you. Anyone else would want to try? Anyone on the online mode? Okay, we have Gangadhar who wants to try.
Politician always throw googly at their opposition.
Okay, anyone on the online mode wants to try? Oh, we have one more. We have our timer, Rohan.
I'm always prepared to answer my daughter's questions, but every time I'm in front of her, she always throws a googly at me by giving a new questions to me.
Lovely. Anyone on the online mode? Do we have anyone? Okay, we can continue.
I request if somebody is using word of the day or the phrase of the day, you can show your thumbs up. The person who is attending through online mode, so they can show emojis as thumbs up for them. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aneesh.
Yep. Before just is it fine now? Yeah. Before you go, Pradeep, I have a question for you, and this time I'm going to throw a googly. Now, what is your cricket superstition you would like to share with everyone?
Cricket superstition. Hello. 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 Hello.
Can you hear me, Pradeep?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
Hello.
Pradeep, can you?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So here's a googly for you. What is your cricket superstition?
First of all, I do not watch so much cricket. In 2011 only I watched that cricket when the India was in the World Cup. So I don't have any superstition for cricket, I can say that.
Smart answers. Okay, now let's move on to our prepared speeches. For our prepared speech, we have someone who is R&D program manager. He likes meeting new people, and he will be talking about his speech today. For that, I would like to call upon his evaluator Mayur to tell us some details about his speech and his project level.
Thank you. So today our one of the best speaker, Toastmaster Ashutosh, is going to deliver a speech from presentation mastery pathway. He is going to deliver level 3, speech 3, and the purpose of this project is for members to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. The member completing this project is practicing the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. To do this, the member present as a topic that is new or unfamiliar to you or your club members. So this is going to be, I wish all the best to our Toastmasters Ashutosh.
Toastmaster Ashutosh, before you start your speech, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Which is your favorite cricket player and why?
I am not much fond of cricket, but I like, so whatever I have seen so far, MS Dhoni, I like the way he play cricket. And the kind of dependency people can have over him is something that made me like him so much so that I can say that he's my favorite cricketer. Yeah, thank you.
Over to you.
Hello everyone, good morning.
Morning.
So, are you all or some of you aware of law of demand and supply? Okay, can you please come up? So we have Toastmaster guest. Your name, sorry? Senthil Kumar. Hi, Senthil. So we wanted to understand from you what's law of demand and supply.
The law of demand and supply is that when demand increases, the supply also increases. And as in from the microeconomics perspective, if we talk in terms of cost, then if demand increases, cost increases. And if supply increases, cost decreases.
Correct. So what you have mentioned, thank you, you can go and take your seat. What you have mentioned that whenever there is what I have understood from your explanation, that whenever there is a limited supply, the cost of the commodity will go up, correct? Right. So me, Ashutosh, you, Dinesh, or maybe Mineral Ma'am, you, and all the big entrepreneurs other than us, all we have one common thing, and that too available to everybody in a limited amount. That is what? That is what? Say again? Perfect. Time. So the amount of time that I'm going to have will be same for you and everybody in the entire world. 24 hours in a day. So it all depends that how we are going to use that time. And we have heard so many times that we have to do a good time management, we have to prioritize our activities, and so on and so forth. But are we actually doing it in a perfect way? Or people are saying that you have to do a good time management, but how? Just saying that yes, you have to do a time management, but they never say that how we are going to do that, right? So today we'll try to understand that how we can do time management. What are the points that we are going to take care in our mind? Maybe from after going back from this meeting, we will be able to do a little better of time management. And when I say time management, again this question comes into mind: can we manage time, Mayuresh? Do you feel we can manage time?
We cannot manage time in the day as it everybody has 24 hours and that's it. But what we can do is that we can prioritize our tasks which we are going to do and which we are going not to do. So we can give time for important tasks, and that's what we call time management.
Great. So what I understood, we cannot manage time, we have to manage ourselves, because the management can be done only those activities which is in our control, but time is not in control. If we are doing something, time will roll away. If we do not do anything, time will roll away. Agree? So it is not in our control. It will keep on moving. So we have to manage ourselves. We have to prioritize our activities. So in a total, we'll take an example. Consider I have a 8,64,000 rupees in my pocket. 8,64,000 rupees in my pocket. And out of those 8,64,000 rupees, say I lost my 10,000 rupees. Should I lament for the entire day? That out of 8 lakh rupees, I missed my 10,000 rupees. Should I lament? I feel bad about it. Oh, out of 8,000 rupees, my 10,000 rupees is gone. Will you be lamenting, sir? You feel bad about that? Out of 8 lakh rupees, you will stop enjoying that 8 lakh rupees and feel bad about that 10,000 rupees. One should not, because you have again good 8 lakh rupees is still there with you. Out of 64,000 rupees, only 10,000 has gone. So 8,64,000 rupees is nothing but a seconds available in a one day. And out of that, maybe if 1 hour is gone, so we should not measure for the entire day, because you have whole day available in front of you. You have to again rethink that how you can do to go for a good management so that rest of the day can be utilized in a better fashion. And for that, we know that time is a very precious thing, and initially you explained us that what is the law of demand and supply. Because we have a limited time and we cannot go and get more time. So time should be very precious thing, because cost will go up if the supply is little less, and time is very less for everybody. So the price of time is also very high. it means time is very precious. And so how we are going to manage our time, how we are going to manage ourselves so that we will be able to do many things that we wanted to do. We have always heard most of the times that मुझे ये करना था but time नहीं मिल पा रहा है. This is happening with everybody, right? So what all you need to do, perhaps after from going today to your home, you will start doing. So first thing, in the morning, you have to make a to-do list, not in a piece of paper. If possible, you can do that also. You write all the activities that you wanted to do in that day. First. Second, you have to observe yourself. For initial 1 week, do not do anything. Just observe at the night that what you have done for the entire day and how much time you have taken for that activity. For example, if you went to meet a friend, how much time you took there to meet your friend. If you are writing some assignments, how much time you have done to write that assignment. If you are doing some task, how much time you have given to do the task. So just you have to, for 1 week, you have to observe yourself and then have a feedback mechanism that for that activity, is that time is actually required, how much you have given for that activity. From this way, if you have a 1 week of potential data, you can go and cross check that whatever time you have spent for that activity, is it really worth spending that much amount of time on that activity? From this way, you will be able to analyze that what all the areas that the time could have been cut down. And the third part, so first is making a to-do list. Second part is to observe yourself, your entire day activity and how much time you have put in that activity. And third, try to cut down the time on those areas. So when you have observation, you have the feedback mechanism with you, you know that you can save time on those areas. And the third part, if you start working on those same activity, because most of the time in a everyday of life, we do some repetitive task every another day. We are not going to create some rocket science every another day. Most of the times it is a repetitive job. Some here and there will be there. So if we have observed that we have maybe 1 week back, I have given a 1 week time, maybe 2 hours, and now if I am going to give you a 15 minutes time, definitely you will identify those areas, and by this way you are going to manage your time yourself more effectively, and you'll be able to maybe perform all those activities that you wanted to do in your life, but this time with more informed way. So be mindful whenever you're doing any activity. And with this, I would like to end my speech, and I think you all will have a good management now onwards. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashutosh. That's a wonderful way to explain how knowledgeable ignorance works, and very good examples you gave over there. Thank you for that. Now, we will give a minute for everyone to give feedback to Toastmaster Ashutosh. Timer, please let me know when 1 minute is up. Yeah. People on the online mode can type their feedback on chats, and people over here can tell it to Ashutosh. Okay, thank you all for that feedback. Now let's move on. Usually we have more than one speaker, but because we have a special session today in our meeting, so we are just going to have one speaker. Now let's move on to the second part of our innings. Our second part, now that second innings, I'm going to call it as T20. Like T20 is full of pressure, full of excitement. Our next session is also like that, full of pressure and excitement. We call it as impromptu speaking. When we are talking about cricket and we are in a Toastmasters forum, we cannot leave the meeting without talking about commentators. Commentary is one important aspect the modern game has evolved into now. So to talk about commentators, I will speak about one of the most famous, one of my favorite commentators, Harsha Bhogle. Commentary is not just about talking about cricket, but it also involves an art of engaging the audience, keeping them involved in the game, because cricket is exciting, but there are times when cricket can become boring. That then comes in the skill of commentators, how well they engage the audience. Harsha Bhogle has been doing that for years and years, and there's no one better than him. And no one can deny that he has got a class, and he's a class act in cricket. He's also known as Mr. Cricket. I would like to share one example about it. So it was a test match in England wherein the English team was losing. And English people, they will not admit that their team played bad, but instead they would blame on other factors. So it was Nasir Hussain Nasir Hussain and Michael Etherton who were in the commentary box, and they were saying, it's England. The crowd is Indian. The pitch is helping your spinners. You should so much for English hospitality, isn't it? The team was losing, but they were putting it that we are so hospitable that we are letting you win. And Harsha Bhogle over there could not take that. So Harsha Bhogle, being the witty character he replied, "Come on, Michael. We let you rule our country for so many years. This is the least you can do." A befitting reply for such a blaming character. Now I call upon someone who will be throwing such googlies at our participants today. So our table topic master for today is someone who is Q&A lead. He likes running marathons, cycling, trekking, playing guitar and reading. He is a hell of a sports person in himself. His favorite player is MS Dhoni. So let's call upon stage a table topic master, Toastmaster Mayuresh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aneesh. So, Toastmaster Mayur, are there any nominations from the online mode? Okay, excellent. Then let's start with someone who is a seasoned Toastmaster. So, how about would you like to go for Toastmaster? Okay. Aminal ma'am, would you like to go for Toastmasters? So thank you very much. So the topic for you is has IPL benefited Indian cricket or ruined it? Has IPL benefited or ruined Indian cricket? Distinguished Toastmaster Minal.
Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster of the Day, Table Topic Master, Area Director Toastmaster Dinesh, the distinguished guest, very good morning to all of you. It's still 5 minutes. So coming to IPL, I would say that it's a 50-50 thing. I would go with the positives first. The positives are that we have a parallel Indian team out here. Means, honestly speaking, when there is a dearth of players at the ODI level or say at the T20 level, we have the IPL players over there who can qualify to play over there. So actually we can never say that we are falling short of players when it comes to international level. That is the advantage of IPL. It has really helped. And on the other hand, the negative part of it is more of a glamour. So I used to actually rename it as ITL, that is Indian Tamasha League, I would say. I mean, I would say that the pandemic has changed certain things forever. And the best part of it is the end of cheerleaders out there. That has stopped. People have started looking at cricket and not at the cheerleaders. So that is the advantage of pandemic, I would say. So before that, I used to term it as ITL, but now it is pure cricket, I would say. People, even the commentators don't talk, I would say, offbeat things like Navjot Singh Sidhu used to do when he was a commentator. So I would say ITL is pure IPL now, Indian Premier League, and we have lots of players to bank on. So at the international level, if one is not there, other can come up. So I would say it has really helped. And the disadvantage that I would say is those who don't toe the line with IPL are actually thrown out. I can give the example of Unmukh Chand. He was, he led India to the World Cup victory under 19, but he refused to participate in IPL, and that's why, what I said was he refused to participate in IPL, and we cannot see him in ODI because of that. He has to rely for something outside. So I would say it's 50-50. Is par ya us par. That's it.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Milan. That was really a very good take on the topic. Now, for our next table topic, I would like to go for one of the guests. Would you like to please come here? Don't worry, I will give you some easy topic. Okay. What's your name? Mansi. Yeah, hi. So welcome guest Mansi. And the topic for you is my favorite player. So you can choose anyone, batsman, batter, bowler or fielder. Anyone you can choose. And please say a few words on your favorite player.
Hi everyone. First of all, I am not a cricket person, but still, because my family is, so my favorite cricket player was Brett Lee. He was then one of the fastest bowler, and he was very handsome. That's the other story. But yeah, I like the way he used to deliver. He was very aggressive in the way he used to deliver the balls, and also his presence was making the batsmen very nervous, and sometimes it was very mind game. Cricket is all about mind game when you bowl it, and the other person, you have to make it like the other person doesn't misjudge your bowl. And he was one of the great bowler, I can say. So yeah, that's all I have.
Thank you, guest Mansi. Thanks for your participation. Now, yes, we have one more volunteer here. So, your big round of applause to our volunteer here. What's your name?
Avinash.
Yeah, guest, right? Yes. So, welcome, guest Avinash. And your topic is okay. Let's go for a googly here. So we will go for a debate. Now, whatever topic Avinash is going to choose, the next person is going to present a counter view to that. So the topic is a test versus T20. Which is better? You can choose any one side. Go ahead.
Yeah. So as far as the audience is concerned, and as far as people in general are concerned, I would say T20 is better because no one has the time to spend watching all the matches for 2 days, 2 to 3 days. So as far as we are concerned, I would say for entertainment person, from the perspective of entertainment, I would say it is T20. But it is a googly question. But because for the players to be able to play T20, they need to have a lot of practice and they need to play long innings like 3 to 4 days in the test. So for the game as such, I would say it would be test. But for me personally, I would say it is T20. So if you have any points to debate, like as you said, like, should I like keep on speaking or after? Okay, yeah. So another aspect of T20 is that like people work whole day, and when they come back, they get like 1 or 2 hours of entertainment. Like instead of watching regular SARS Bow series or anything, so that is better than. I mean, for me personally, of course, people might have different perspectives, but for me personally, I think it is better entertainment than having to watch long innings. Another thing is that about like the glamour. Okay, so some people might not like the glamour, but glamour is what makes a particular game or something interesting. Like for instance, there was recently they had started a kabaddi league. So no one knew kabaddi, but when they put on the glamour, when they started making it more glamorous, more light, they started putting more light on the stages, and then people started watching it. So that is one of the positive things of the glamour, I would say. So same is with T20. It is a more of a glamorous portion of the whole main game. It is not a main game actually, but it is it is an abstracted, you can say, a little part of cricket which we get to see. Like if like a person who is too much deep into the okay sorry yeah sorry I did not see yeah like who knows cricket, for him it is like he would like to watch the test. If you have any like, thank you.
Thank you very much, guest Avinash, and thank you for being chirpy as a cricket and presenting us this great insight into the benefits of T20 for the cricket. Now, to present the counter view. Do we have any volunteer? Okay, let's go with Toastmaster Ashutosh here. Toastmaster Ashutosh is going to present counter view to guest Avinash's view. He's going to say how Test cricket is better than T20. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayuresh. What I personally feel that there's a T20 match should be banned with the instant effect. The reason being is that if you really wanted to see the cricket and the entertainment that you are drawing from T20 is nothing but an extreme commercialization of cricket that is possible till to the extent what we can think of right now. Maybe in the coming course of time we will think of T10 cricket as well. But if you really wanted to see the form of cricket, if you really wanted to see the players how they are playing, the effort that people are going to put in, and that can only be available in you if you are given a proper time. In a just perhaps a 20 over match, total 11 players has to perform, and that is not possible at all, because someone will going to get chance, someone will not, and if it's just in a over of 1 or 2, how one can think of showing his art form? All he need to do is to just score run as much as possible, and then he have to move himself aside and give the chance to the other players so that they can also come and participate. But if it is a test match cricket, then you have a span of 2 to 3, 4 days. Then you can come on the pitch, settle yourself, understand the bowler, his technique, his style, and you have to perform in that particular fashion. So the real entertainment, the real joy, the cricket lover will understand this fact for sure, that can only be achieved when they are playing a test match, not the T20. And T20 is just a commercialization of cricket, nothing else. They just wanted to draw, rather extort as much money as possible from the sponsors, from the viewers, from the whatnot. But the T20, the test cricket or the 50 over match, that is also a kind of good. But test match is a real form of cricket when people can come, understand the pitch, understand the batting style, understand the bowler, and the techniques can be used over there. So obviously it should be a test match, not the T20. It is just an art form. If you wanted to have entertainment, go and watch movies, not cricket. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ashutosh, for this exciting, excellent view. But I am sure that many of people here would have ruffled their feathers because of your view. So moving on further, we have one volunteer from online mode, a guest Deep. Okay.
Well, hello. Hope I'm audible. Hope I'm audible there.
Please give us a minute. There is some technical glitch here. No. Yeah, hello. Guest Deep, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Hope I'm audible there. Is it? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yeah, hi. You are audible and visible.
Okay, so I think it's good to go. Is it?
Okay. Yeah. So the topic for you is Guest Deep.
Yeah.
Is bowling still important in cricket? Is bowling still important in cricket? Guest Deep.
Okay. Well, so bowling, of course, bowling is just like the major part of the cricket, because it's only bowling, batting, and the fielding, the three major pillars of the cricket, I can say. So bowling, of course, the role of bowling in terms of the change the whole game of the cricket. I mean, when it comes to the bowling, and the one who does the bowling, actually the bowler. So bowler has the potential to actually changed the game of the cricket. So we have seen a couple of examples in which actually the bowler was the winner. I mean the man of the match. There are a couple of matches we can see in the past. So bowler with his skills and of course the presence of mind and by taking the couple of wickets in the beginning of the game, he can just go against the team which is again in the match, right? So I think bowling has a very crucial role when it comes to the cricket, and the bowler can be the game changer. Yeah, so that's all from my end. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's all from my end about bowling.
Now we have one more volunteer in online mode. So please welcome. What's your name? Yeah. So guest Aman, the topic for you is my favorite cricket team. My favorite cricket team, guest Aman.
Okay, so first of all, very good morning, everyone. So my favorite team, let's say I would totally go with Team India. That is, I also like the mode. Also, I would also like the especially the tactic strategy that they play or they use. Basically, what I can express is. Like the strategy that the team leaders as well as the players that they try to give their best as they can on the field, whether we talk about the batting, bowling or fielding. The thing which I like the most is my most favorite player is MS Dhoni, and I like his wicket keeping skills as well as the way he bats or he plays on the field. Next I would go with as we know that from the past time India is already been winning as well as losing. It's a part of game, right? So whenever it's like cricket is totally a game. So let's say when we talk about it's all about winning or losing, but the the players in Indian team are really doing their best, as well as they are giving the new opportunities to the youth, whether they are coming with the new talents in the field of, let's say, batting or bowling, or let's say the fielding. Next it comes let's say when we talk about a certain player or certain strategy or a tactic a player uses, that is well and unique in their own gameplay, as well as when we talk about let's say batting or there are new strategies, as everyone of us know that in a new game new strategy is required. The old strategy cannot be used, as it is well and is well defined, and it is well predictable by the opponent team. So they always try their best to like change the strategy and improvise them as much as they can, and that's what I like about the Indian team, and that's all.
What a wonderful delivery, guest Aman. And now for the grand finale, we are going with another debate, and our debate contestants are guest Abhishek and guest Senthil. So the topic for them is cricket shadowing other sports in India? Is cricket shadowing other sports in India? The first person to present his view is guest Abhishek, and guest Senthil is going to counter Abhishek's view. So over to you, guest Abhishek.
Good morning, everyone. I will talk on the perspective of is cricket shadowing other sports in India, and it definitely is, because cricket is such a magnanimous sport in India that it is shadowing all other sports. Like, we are underperforming in Olympics all the time just because of cricket, right? We are pushing cricket to be in the Olympics, but we are not pushing other sports to come up and to shine in the cricket, right? So cricket, all in all, is a glamorous sport, is a sport which is liked by billions and billions, not only India, not only the Indian subcontinent, but is spread all over the world. So India has controlled such a special place of cricket in their hearts that just they are unlikely to have another sports in them. So one of the other sports like kabaddi is coming up just because of its glamour, right? One of the cast present over here focused on kabaddi and its glamour. So just because of the glamour, we are focusing on kabaddi as well. But cricket is overshadowing all of the sports just because of their huge hegemony, huge revenue, huge marketing, and it's all the strategy of the people that has made cricket what it is now. But before that, cricket was all about test. It was all about it's a lengthy format, which was disliked by all of the world. And now BCCI, ICCI, BCCI has huge control over cricket all over the boards. So now I think that's the only reason why, because that is the only cone that I can find that cricket is also overshadowing the other sports. It's also not motivating other sports to grow up. And yeah, it's just a menace for us and Indian sports industry. Thank you.
Excellent batting from guest Abhishek. And now to chase the target, I would like to invite guest Senthil. So guest Senthil, cricket is not shadowing other sports. Guest Senthil.
Yeah, warm wishes to one and all. It always feels that cricket gets most of the attention in the mainstream media. But if we look at the past few months, we will realize that cricket wasn't the most celebrated sport in the past few months, isn't it? We had Commonwealth Games, we had athletics, and we always cheer for the badminton team. And so we have to think about India as a country. We have 1.3 billion people, and we have always been diverse. If we look at the support for soccer, it has come from Northeast, from parts of Kerala, Goa. So I always believe in the law of abundance, where everyone creates their own niche and everyone is celebrated by their own followers. So while it may seem that cricket is stealing the limelight, we are forgetting that there is still a limelight for a lot of other sports that we may tend to ignore. We could also make a point to say that only men's cricket is famous. But what has happened over the past few years is cricket has started sharing the platform with others. People like MS Dhoni also own or associate themselves with the ISL teams to promote soccer. They make sure that the Indian Olympic team, when they are underfunded, they make a cause for, or they use the platform and publicity that they have so that there is more funding for other sports. So it is in some ways good that cricket has created a platform through which we are able to enable other sports. In fact, we were even enabling Afghanistan's cricket team for a few years to play in our soil. So I feel that cricket is a platform, and the popularity that cricket enjoys has enabled other sports to do well, and it has enabled us to funding that cricket enjoys to help other sports flourish, which would not have done otherwise because of the inherent lack of popularity amongst the masses. So with the 2 points that there is enough support for all, there's a the pie is big enough for all sports to share. I feel that cricket hasn't stepped on other sports' shoes.
And that was a wonderful performance by guest Senthil. So excellent. All players played very well. So now I would like to hand over the control back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aneesh, for the further excitements. Over to you, Toastmaster Aneesh.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Wow, what a wonderful session. So many views exchanged. I got to learn a lot about cricket than I knew before. So it was worth attending this session, and it was worth listening to everyone speak about cricket. So now let's move on to our next session, that is the evaluation session. To evaluate our 2 innings, we have our referee, which is General Evaluator, Toastmaster Mayur.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anish. Before going for my report, let me first take a moment and evaluate Toastmaster Ashutosh's speech. So, good afternoon, Mr. President, Area Director, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guest. Good afternoon to all of you. My target speaker, Toastmaster Ashutosh. He delivered a speech from level 3 project, and the way the speech was, the topic was very related, and we were able to connect with you. you started your speech by asking a question. You ask the guest to come over here and had an interaction with them. So that was really great job, and you did that twice. So throughout the speech, we were able to connect with you in terms of like you were sharing the examples and you were asking the questions. So that was, we were very closely able to connect with you. You share one example wherein you mentioned that you have 8,64,000 rupees in your bank account, and if you lost 10K, then what it will happen? Will you be able? Will you be worried? And that was really amazing because okay, what is this? But from like you took a googly, then you directly connect that part to the timing, and we were astonished, and we were started wearing our thinking cap and started discussing, oh, that is really that uh, at least for me that was really hit to my mind, and I even from onwards I believe everyone will think on it. And you did not even stop here, you went ahead and gave a call of action how you can improve your time management. You share 3 call of actions. The first is that you can create your to-do list, then you can in like observe that list, like on which activities you are spending time, and then you share a third call of action, that was that how you can cut down the time. So that was really amazing because you shared the that part as well. And what are the positives of your speech? I feel like while you were delivering the speech, you were very comfortable. We didn't feel that you were really enjoying the stage, you were smiling throughout, means you had a smile on face. So that was really, as a speaker, you are really comfortable while delivering the speech. The second thing is that you are able to connect with the audience. The way you crafted your speech, asking the questions and giving the examples, that was really amazing. Yes, you are comfortable. And if I have to give the recommendation to you, then I feel that you could have work on your vocal variety, like raising the voice in between, that you could have done. The second thing, you could have improved on gestures, but we have limitation over because it is stuck over here. But we need to work on that and need to understand how you can improve on your body gesture. And the third is that clarity. I feel you're a bit fast while you were delivering the speech. Your pace was a bit you can work on it. And so that that is the call of action. So just to summarize, we witnessed a awesome speech with the, we are seeing that you are improving after every completing speech. You are motivating us. That is really amazing. If you just work on the 3 actions, which is vocal variety, gestures and pace, then you will be able to take your speech to the next level. That's all from my side. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayur, for very detailed analysis. Thank you so much for that. Now, after every match, be it a win or a loss, we all gather together and we see what went well and what went wrong. So now we are moving towards that section. So we are going to call upon all the role players who will be giving their report, how things went and what they felt while doing their role. Now to start off, I am going to call our tag team. I'll call upon our timer of the day, Toastmaster Rowan, to present his report.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, President. So for today's topic, table topic, all the speakers are qualified. For prepared speech, Ashutosh took 7 minutes, 36 seconds.
Thank you. Now next on, we have our counter to present his report.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, let's big round of applause for all people here. Let's share report. First of all, evaluator, Mayur, Toastmaster Mayur has used 4 filler sounds, and in table topics, Mayuresh has used 3 filler sounds, and in guest, Mansi has 4, and Avinash 5 plus, Deep 4, Nabisik used 4 filler sounds, and Senthil 5 plus. In role player, Grammy Pradeep has used 2, and timer Rohan has 5 plus. And in first, in what? Let's big round of applause for flawless speeches, Ashutosh. In his speech, because I have lost in his speech in talking like this, and that's all.
Thank you. Now I call upon our grammarian who was in charge of making sure we use our word of the day, phrase of the day, and who was noting down some good and not so good usage of English. To present his report, now I call upon grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Pradeep.
Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster.
Pradeep, can you hear us?
Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Pradeep, you're audible.
Yeah, so first, I will start from the word of the day and the phrase of the day. It is word of the day and the phrase of the day. Both are used by our area director Toastmaster Dinesh and our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aneesh has used both word of the day and the phrase of the day. Word of the day it has been used by Toastmaster Guest Avinash has used, Toastmaster Mayur has used. So give them a big round of applause for using the word of the day and the phrase of the day. And coming back to the grammar flaws. So this was a very wonderful meeting. I can say that there was no any flaws in terms of grammar, like using noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, and all other things selection. It was very nice. We have come across 2 very good English like flourish. That means to develop in a successful way. Something is developing in a successful way is known as flourish. In one word, we can say that. And astonishing, very surprising. If something you are getting surprised, so you can say that in one word, it was astonished. It was just astonishing event. So this is all from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aneesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pradeep, for your report. Now I call upon our referee who is playing a dual role. He was evaluator for speaker Ashutosh, as well as he was playing the role of general evaluator. Now I call upon Toastmaster Mayur to present his report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anish. I would like to first, please give a round of applause to our role players, which are Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Mayuresh, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Anish, Timer, our counter, and grammarian, and even Sergeant Adam, because you all did a great job. Please give them a round of applause. So with this, I would like to start my general evaluation report, and I would start from the Sergeant at Arms. So Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Insia, started the meeting on exactly at 11 a.m. was very sharp on time. She explained the club mission and objective, and even she explained the rules, and even she did not forget to take the guest introduction. So that was really amazing. She completed all the checklists which are required to perform the Sergeant at Arms role, as given that she was attending online. So really great job. I do not have any recommendations to you. Then moving on to the first role player, the timer. So timer Toastmaster Rohan, he challenged himself and take the role. So even though it was his first time but he did a great job because we can see that from uh, starting of the meeting itself, he's busy in timing each and every role player, and even he took care of understanding the roles very well. It is not easy because the structure is not that simple to understand for newbie, and he did a great job. So really great job. I do not have any recommendation. Only recommendation I can give you that take roles very open just to challenge you. And the moving on to our the next role player, which is our counter. Even the same applies to Toastmaster Gangadhar because they have started their journey from August, and this is the first meeting of August. And you can see, not first, sorry, my bad, but given that we had a joint meeting, but of course, initially we need to understand and join the meeting. So it takes some time, but he has taken the role for very first time, and even he did a great job. He like just means pointed out the flawless speakers and the correct ahs and ums for every speaker. Just only recommendation if I can give that you can just give recognition who were the flawless throughout the meeting, so you can announce them and ask, and you can even mention who was almost flawless speaker, so you can use that. Moving on to our third role player, which is grammarian. So grammarian Toastmaster Pradeep, he shared the word of the day and phrase of the day prior to the meeting, which was on Friday itself. So really great job done on that part. Even he was constantly sharing word of the day and phrase of the day on chat. So, and even he asked members to use on prompt word of the day and phrase of the day. So that was really great job, and even that was very easy to use because we were able to use those words very often throughout the meeting, and even those word of the day and phrase of the day were related to theme. So that was amazing. The only recommendation I can give you that you can use the PPT so that the word of the day and phrase of the day gets highlighted, because we through visuals we can able to remember them. So that is the only recommendation for you. And if somehow you can share who were the like good usage and the bad usage in the meeting, and even grammarian tip if you could give, that is always recommendable. So that is the only suggestion I have for you. Then moving on to our table topic master, Toastmaster Mayuresh. He was chirpy as a cricket, I would say, because he's created the environment, and we often see that like the energy which was brought by Toastmaster Aneesh was carried by throughout the meeting by table topic master Mayuresh, and he followed the very good approach because he initially invited DTM Minal, because as a seasoned Toastmaster we tried to give a demo to who are the guests, so that becomes easy to understand what to speak and how it is to know the structure at least. So that was amazing, and even all the topics were related to theme and very easy, because I could see no guest has disqualified for the voting. So we can say that you did a very great job. No recommendations to you. Moving on to our tabletop Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aneesh. Oh my God, he did a really great job because he talked so many things which we never uh, aware about the cricket, sharing all those incidents which were very close to heart, but we didn't knew the background of it. But he made sure that we get all those insights related to theme, and he used his, I must say that his vocal variety throughout the meeting was very energetic. The way he used his voice modulation, that bring so much energy into the meeting, and throughout the meeting you kept on asking questions to role players. That was like at even single time we did not, even I personally I did not feel that we are moving off topic from the theme. So really great job. I request each and everyone to please give a round of applause to Toastmaster Anish for playing Toastmaster of the day role very nicely. So, and the last role player, which was evaluator, I was the evaluator, so I need to evaluate myself. So I use the CRC approach to evaluate Toastmaster Ashutosh, and I give commendations and recommendations as well. While giving recommendation, I say that you should work on your the vocal variety, but what vocal variety I should have given that example. And because at what time, what incident I felt you can improve on your vocal variety, so that recommendation to me, and I will make sure that I will work on in the next meeting. And in general, if I have to give in general evaluation, then this is the first meeting in this new premise, and we can see so many guests. So we have able to manage to reach our invitations to them. So great job on PR and even on terms of membership, because we can see a couple of guests in this meeting, and even the Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Mayuresh, because setting up all those things, projector, sound, and each and everything, even though given that glitches. So we are doing a great job as a logistic and managing the operations. So that is as a, we can, of course there are things we can work on it, but really great job done on that part. And that's all from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Aneesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayur. I would like to I would like to request everyone to give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Mayur. He is the savior of the day. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar had to be somewhere else. He was judging, and he had to pass on his role at very last moment. Even I was not aware that that role has been passed on. So at the very last moment, Toastmaster Mayur took up the role, and wow, what a detailed analysis, a splendid way to perform his role. So again, a big round of applause to Toastmaster Mayur. Now we will move on to the moments of glory. Moments of glory is when we evaluate and appreciate the winners of our meeting. It can be the role players, it can be the speakers. So for our speaker, we won't be having voting because we just had one speaker. Same for the evaluator, we just had one evaluator. But we'll definitely have voting for our role player and table topic speakers. So in role players, there are two categories. The first one is Ox role players. So we have written out which role players were Ox and the others were not Ox role players, the main role players. So everyone has been given cheats, I'm guessing, to vote. So you can write your votes on those cheats and you can pass it on to yeah, we have. Yeah. Also, we are going to launch an online poll for role players and table topic speakers. Launched. Okay, we'll give a minute for everyone to collate their votes. Yeah, so Ox role player is someone who is performing the role of Sergeant at Arms, Timer, Grammarian, and our counter. These roles are additional roles they have taken up during the meeting. And there are certain main roles which are like Toastmaster today, Table Topic Master, General Evaluator, Speaker, Evaluator. So these are main roles. So you have to vote one for Ox and one for main role players.
Auxiliary role players. So auxiliary role players, there are three role players. One, who opened the meeting, then the timer. Let me just put the ox. So you have to just vote according to you who did a great job. Sergeant and Arm, who opened the meeting and explain and take the guest introduction as well. Then timer, then our counter, and the third one is the granular, fourth one is the granular. So out of four, you have to vote for one. Okay, and there are main role players. This is all about box. Okay, then the main role players were three. The first one is the Toastmaster of the day.
then myself, general implementer, and third one, table topic master. So out of three, you have to vote for one. So this is one part. This is one part. Out of four, you have to vote for one, and this is the third part. You forget about this. This is the fourth. Out of this speakers, who, according to who is the best table topic speaker. So these are the things.
Oh, perfectly explained. Yep. So online polls will be closed now. Okay. Sure. So we are going away with the voting for our table topic speakers because majority of them were guests. So I'd like to give a big round of applause to everyone for having that courage to come here and speak and qualify for that timing of 1 to 2 minutes. President, okay, the polls are closed. Okay. Okay, while we are collating, yeah. So by the time we are collating all the votes, I have a question for all of you. We all watch international cricket. Now, can you guys tell me which were the first two teams which played the first ever international cricket? Yes. Perfect. So, not many of us would be aware that the first ever international match was not played between either England, Australia, or the West Indies. It was played between USA and Canada. And now they don't even play cricket at associate. They are associate members. They are not even permanent members. But they were the first ones to play cricket. So, do we have the moments of glory? Yep, we're still collating. Yep. Until then, we will take guest feedback about how you felt about today's meeting and what is your feedback in general for today's meeting. So, anyone would like to volunteer for feedback? Guest Avinash. Yeah, you can come here.
So the meeting was very interesting and I enjoyed this, especially Aneesh, the way you conducted. It was not boring at all. So I will make a point to visit this club again. So that's all. Thank you.
Any other feedback from guests?
Yeah. Should I?
Yes, Abhishek, right?
Hello everyone. It was a worthwhile session all in all. I'd like to congratulate every speaker today to make it an exciting one, especially sir who has been flawless since the starting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to joining this meeting after today as well. Thank you.
Yeah, we have guest Senthil also who would like to express his thoughts.
Today's event was really wonderful. I enjoyed the way it started and the occasional parallels that were drawn between our event and the sport of cricket was wonderful. Especially Anish, I must appreciate you for being chirpy as cricket throughout the event. And the occasional googlies that our TTM table topic organizer table topic master came up with were wonderful. That made some of the discussions very engaging. Thanks.
Thank you. Aman, would you like to?
First of all, this was the very first time I attended such a great meeting. And I do came to know about it from my senior, like one of my seniors, who is currently a president of one of the renowned clubs of our college. Then I get to know many of the things and many of the activities which I would be working on. Let's say that round table topics and impromptu speech, or let's say a prepared speech. And there are a lot many ways to improve ourselves, and Toastmaster Anish came to know about that. Like he informed us all about that, and that's all for the day. Thank you so much.
Okay. Do we have any other volunteers who would like to speak?
Can I?
You want to give a feedback?
I think guest people volunteer.
So this is the very first time I'm speaking and addressing to more than 5 people. I have never done that. So yeah, my perspective towards the Toastmaster was a little bit different, but I really enjoyed the session. And thanks all, and congratulations to everyone who was successful in delivering their speeches. Thanks.
Would you like to share your thoughts? Yes, we have online guest, Deep. Deep, would you like to share your thoughts?
Sure.
Just a minute. You're not audible. You're on. This one will catch echo.
Hello.
We'll have to mute this one.
Hello.
Yes, guest Aman, go ahead.
Hello. Hope I'm audible. Yeah. So considering I'm audible, just to share about today's meeting. First of all, for me, it was the dream come true because since a long time I was listening and knowing about trying to know about the Toastmaster, how it is exactly. And so today I witnessed the actual meeting, in fact. And specifically what I like about the meeting, the flow or the agenda of the meeting. So where specifically this tag and the whole flow of the meeting was really flawless, I can say. And in one word, it was a cheerful and wonderful meeting. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I will be the part of this club, and I would like to go ahead. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Aman. Thank you for your feedback. Now we will move on to our moments of glory. For that, I would like to call our president, Toastmaster Abhishek.
Okay.
Toastmaster
Am I
Abhishek,
clearly
can you hear
audible
us?
and visible? Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. And it was a very wonderful meeting, and actually enjoyed the discussion about the people. That was really fantastic. Thank you so much. Now let us move on to the moments of glory and the announcement. First of all, there are two announcements from my side. First is that we are going to have the milestone meeting in the next week. In the milestone meeting, we will complete the 400th meeting of Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. That is an achievement, and we will successfully conduct that meeting in the next week. And I request everyone to be present in that meeting. There will be so much fun, so many events, so many new people will get to meet. So this is going to be fantastic. I request everyone to be please present. Not only present, you can also participate there. There will be entertainment session. So if you want to entertain, if you want to show some skills, it may be public speaking, some humor, some acting, some dance, singing, anything. If you want to show any skills in the next meeting, then you are open to it. We will appreciate it. Please, the stage is open for all. Next announcement is regarding the newsletter. The article submission for the newsletter is still open. If you want to submit any article, then you are open. You can write an article if you want to write poetry, some drawing, some any other interest that you want to show in our newsletter. Then it is open to it. This newsletter is by the member, and it is you can organize the way that you want. You can write something that you want to see in our newsletter. So please write for the newsletter and let it be published for our Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. Now let us move on to the moment of glory. Let me share my screen. I hope you are able to see it. Okay, the first role player is.
Let's give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Rohan. Yeah. Can you stand here? We can.
Okay, congratulations. Now let us move on. The best role player for today's meeting is Toastmaster Aneesh. This was really nice conduct from your side. Congratulations. Okay, with that, now let us move on to our next session for today's meeting. That is the MOT, the moment of truth. This is the time to know how much we have done good in the previous term and